Hey y'all, Coach Inthefight here. I'm in a bit of an emergency situation. Um, there's been a death in the family here at the Hillbilly Homestead, and I personally have touched a dead body. And for the first time, I'm having to deal with this issue. This has happened within a few minutes, maybe an hour, less than an hour. And the clock is ticking because I have 3 days to get water of separation. And there's an auction today that I hadn't planned on going to. I don't even know if they have red heifers down there. But from what I understand, the only thing I can use is a red heifer. Um, I, I, um, it is I'm asking for you guys to help with this situation. You it's always tell you guys. I'm taking these hits for you. Now all of a sudden, I gotta deal with this in real life. It ain't like somebody else did, like one of my children did, or something like that. No, I did. What happened was, after praying for the person and remembering during the prayer that we're not supposed to pray for the person to be given extra life or anything like that, to come back from the dead or anything like that, to pray for our Father's will. And that's what I did. And when I was praying for them, the more and more I prayed for our Father's will, the more and more I realized, that they were already gone. And there was really nothing to be done, you know. Um, like I said, they were gone before I showed up. So, but it was only then, after I ended the prayer, that I realized that uh, I have a situation. But anyway, and the situation is that I guess I'm unclean, and I will be unclean for 7 days. Um, as long as I'm able to meet the requirement of the third day. And that's what we're talking about in this video. And I'm asking you guys for emergency help in this roundtable situation. It is a delicate situation. There is a death in the family. I can't go into any of those details as to who, because all of the family has not been notified. Um, but there's a lot of people involved in this particular situation that I'm talking about, having touched the body. And so I think that kind of offsets or makes it even a higher priority, because it's not just me. It's not just me. I'm sitting here in my mind thinking about it, and there's at least 5 people involved. 5 people who are in the same situation here in our community. And that's all I can say as far as um, that's concerned. But as far as the Bible study concerned, I'm gonna get my computer so I can see you guys' comments and look at the verses that we'll be talking about as we talk about what's required here. I'm gonna go get my glasses. I guess really only one verse we really need to talk about, and that's the verse that talks about the red heifer. Let me go get my glasses. Computer, what's the date and time?
It's 12:19 p.m.
any of y'all. Um, somebody go to the gate, see who's at the gate. Somebody call your mother, see what she's talking about. One of y'all hang tight in case I need another arrow to shoot. I'm gonna go over here. Try to get this thing like it started. Part of the reason for the priority is that there is an auction going on right now in Bruton, Alabama. Well, we may not make it, and we may have to do something otherwise as far as a red heifer is concerned, but this actually becomes a real thing. I actually did touch a dead body. I've never ever done that in my life, ever. I ain't never even thought about doing a thing. I'm going over to verify we live. Y'all pray for me. I take these hits for y'all, man. Yeah, please. Everybody, all y'all gonna have to deal with this too. Y'all gonna have to deal with this too. It's better. Y'all gonna have to deal with this too. Better later than sooner. Better later than sooner, and then maybe then you'll be prepared. I will tell you now, if you guys help me with, I will share. What we talking about is holy water, y'all. All of a sudden, it's not funny. It's nervous laughter. Thank you, Leia. She said, Shalom, I'm praying diligently for the family. I'm gonna shut these crates, you don't mind. Y'all can come and go if you want. I'm just shutting the curtain. Yeah, we need to pray for the family. It is a situation, a family situation. We got that part to deal with too. There's several people in the family that got this part to deal with. And the thing about it, I was just thinking on this myself. My neighbor friend showed up at my house today, who I'd already been thinking about in a similar situation because one of his loved ones is in the medical industry and it has to deal with this on a daily basis. I also have a niece that's in medical school and now has the option to opt out of such a thing, but that option, I understand, goes away if she ever wants to work in the industry. And so she will have to deal with that too. Y'all excuse me, we'll be right back. Whereas we may be looking at the Jewish community over there and how they are interested in the red heifer, all of a sudden we way more interested than they are. At least I am. Like I said, this is a first for me. And it's another first too. A first time when, yeah, thanks for the laugh. This is the first time I've ever been in a situation that I didn't know what to do. Well, I know what to do, but how I'm gonna actually get it done. Like, I gotta get a whole cow as far as I'm concerned. A whole cow and burn it up. That's two things. And I got 3 days to do it. But all I got right now is a lighter. I got some cedar wood. I gotta laugh because I'm saying down there, Torah He wrote has a very, very familiar looking avatar. It says, when my great grandmother died, I kissed her in the casket when I was 5 or 6 or 7 years old. Okay, so what happened? Come on, what happened? Woo! What happened after that? Did you get some purifying water? Did somebody come and give you a purifying bath? If not, can you remember experiences that happened that year after how things went for you personally? That's a long time ago. But we're talking about you being unclean. Were there any signs that all of a sudden you became unclean? You went from being clean to unclean? Sure, 7 days, we could deal with that. People have spit on us before. We've had diarrhea before. We've been on a menstrual cycle before, or slept in a bed with somebody on a menstrual cycle before. We've been unclean before, yeah. But this is different. We're talking about a dead body of a human. And therein lies a brand new issue. An old issue, but a brand new issue. Let me do a search for a red heifer. I can't chew bubble gum and walk, so y'all excuse the silence. And I can't quit fat fingering the thing either. And I gotta spell heifer. Let me go to the first verse. It's only 3. This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord has commanded, saying, speak unto the children of Israel that they bring thee a red heifer without spots, wherein is no blemish, and upon which there never came yoke. So from what I understand, that's the animal I need. Anybody got one? I got a trailer to haul it in. I'll have to put some tires on it. A lot of work involved, but like I said, I'll share. You help me, I'll share. What this is, let's see. It tells us how to make it here. We did a whole class on it. And ye shall give her unto Eleazar the priest, and that he may bring her forth without camp, and one shall slay her before his face. And I've actually butchered a cow here on this property before. It was a heifer. It was a black heifer, black Angus heifer. That was, but that was a different thing. The size of this. And Eleazar the priest shall take of her blood with his finger and sprinkle her blood directly before the tabernacle of the congregation 7 times. And one shall burn the heifer in sight, her skin and her flesh, her blood and her dung shall he burn. Let's look at the first verse. And the Lord spake, and the Lord and unto Aaron, saying, Boom, 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 boom. So, for it. And praise the Lord for it. You know, I signed up for this kind of stuff. I promise you, I am the guy who stood before the Lord when he said, "Are you sure?" I promise you, I'm the guy that said, "Yep, absolutely." I'm the one who was reading in the book looking for this kind of stuff. How do I know? Because I did the same thing in this lifetime. Just picking the hardest stuff. But they got chicken out of special forces. But okay, so that's all I wanted to do is basically now, well, to come on and talk about this. But I guess we ain't finished with it. And the priest cedarwood and hyssop and scarlet and cast it into the midst of the burning of the heifer. So I need hyssop too. I got all the cedar wood I need. I got cedar wood. I got a place to do it. I got an altar like I said up there in the previous verse. I got a priest. What we don't have is a red heifer. And nervous laughter. What we don't have is a red heifer. And hyssop. So, Chris, where are we going to get hyssop from? Look that up, please, sir. Chris, can you look up where we can get some hyssop from?
Have to get a computer or something.
Chris, I just need verbal feedback. Yes, I will look it up.
Yes, I will.
Okay. I could have let you use. You could have used. Come here. You could have used this computer. I'm just looking at comments. Man. Peace to you. Praying family daily. Pray for this family. I am kind of an outsider here in a situation. My loved ones, everybody around me is closer than I. Like I tell you guys, I'm new to this community. I'm the only one that's not tied by blood to this community. I'm the one that moved in. Everybody else is either grew up here or blood related to everybody else. So I don't mean to take this situation lightly or anything like that as far as the death in the family part is concerned. That's a really big, that's a way bigger deal. It's just that when I prayed about it, and prayed for instruction, kind of following those instructions that, I meditated and what my heart led me to do. And that's to come in and just let you know that I believe we are in this situation, y'all. I can't do a Passover. I can't do a Passover celebration unclean. I can't host it. I can't do nothing. I say I got a priest. I might not. You guys may have to burn it up. It's serious stuff here. Like I said, I ain't never been in a situation like this. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Pray my strength in the Lord. Pray my strength in the Lord. No, I was just sad about her death, says Torah Hebrew wrote. Or Torah he wrote. Audience of one says Shalom Coaching Family. Torah he wrote says not related to the situation. Thought you would make videos on how to butcher me. No, not today. having thoughts lately, can't get them out or stop thinking about that. Starting to hate my life. I know everybody has a wait, what? Is this the person from above? No. No, that's somebody else. Where'd Glenn come from? This is Glenn Watchstone. That's a new comment. Says, I've been having thoughts lately. Can't get them out or stop thinking like that. I'm starting to hate my life. Can't seem to shake it. Oh, okay. I understand now. Oh, man. Everybody going through something. They say, Coach always going through something. But I'm always going through something for somebody else. Not today. All right, so here's the deal, y'all. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that this is an issue, a real live, real big issue that I don't have a solution to as of yet, but I know it's coming, and I know that it's going to involve you one way or another. Somehow, that's the way this channel has worked all of these years. It's been my life has been a lesson, good, bad, or indifferent. Good example, bad example. But it is an example, and here we have another one. What happens when you actually put your hands on a deceased human body and how you have to deal with it. Hopefully, the example ain't what happens if you don't um, um, get the red heifer and such. But if that be the case, I guess I signed up for that too. We'll find out. Just pray for our Father's will. Pray for our Father's will. Let's go to before I close it out. Let's go to verse 11. He that touches the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. So I'm unclean for 7 days. Oh. How close are we to Hanukkah? That's like a day before New Moon Day or something like that. That's like the Black Moon Day. Before the new, right? Right? No. No. It's like 2 days before Hanukkah starts. He that touches the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day he shall be clean. But if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day he shall not be clean. Okay. Whosoever touches the dead body of any man that is dead, and purifieth not himself, the tabernacle of the Lord, and that soul shall be cut off from Israel, because the water of separation was not sprinkled upon him. He said, his uncleanness is yet upon. So I'm finna die, y'all. Feel about the situation, but you know what? Fighting means fighting. As far as I'm concerned, or these what they say, these are killing words. These more than fighting words. Meetings in the fight at yahoo.com, and if you send emails down in the comment section, I need it's a whole war here. Ooh, nervous laughter. That might be that next level, whatever that is. All right. Yeah, Laura Cheney says baptize and pray. Now, Laura Cheney, that is along the lines of hard. You guys weren't my first stop, but when I was praying, meditating, and such, baptism was involved in it. Of course, prayer is involved in it. But there is more to it than that. The scripture is the scripture, so it's going to have to be more than that, Lord Cheney. And so, just do all y'all can. Whatever you're good at, Bible research. We need to look at that. I need to look at the Hebrew on this. We need to look at the Hebrew on this to see, does it say red heifer? From what I understand, a lamb wouldn't work. If a lamb would work, if a red uh, lamb would work, a female lamb, a baby lamb, if that would work, we wouldn't have that much of a problem. But I understand it has to be a cow. I understand it has to be red. Notice it don't say anything about a blemish in there. Thank the Lord, or we may be playing the same people over there. But now this is serious. We take the Bible literally here at the Hillbilly Homestead, and I'm not trying to be the first time that I'm gonna sit back like others and say, "Oh, it's a spirit, it means something spiritual." Yeah, no, I ain't trying to. No, I ain't. No. And anyway. As far as the bad thoughts are concerned, yeah, that's a good thing. Baptize and pray is a solution for the bad thoughts as well. And maybe who Laura Cheney was talking to when she was trying to help out. That's a solution to both of our problems. So I'm going to go pray, y'all. Y'all be doing the same. I'm going to go get baptized, y'all. Y'all be praying for me and my family. It's not just me. Like I said, I can't give y'all all the details on who all is involved. It's not just me. So it's a real big situation. But I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. I'll see you guys in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the email section. If you got my phone number, I'll see you guys in the messenger section, or however it is you contact. Or I'll see you guys in the prayer section, however it is you communicate. I'll talk to you there. Love you guys. Shalom.